Fuck.
Okay, it is mad nasty out. I don't know if this is gonna look good or not, but this might be a reel. This might be part of a YouTube video or both. But short intro. We woke up early. Feels like I didn't really fall asleep or anything like that, but we're getting ready to go to New York Pro. I'm here at Yanni's waiting to get, whoa. I definitely need to wake up. I'm here picking up Yanni and Dulcie, and I have to go pick up Eli and Jamour, and then we're on the way to TNEC. Yeah, we want to watch Nick kick some ass and then just have fun with classic and men's physique today. But I don't know, I might ask some people some questions, but it's just gonna be short. Maybe just photos, I don't know. We'll see how much I get. I'm not really focused on content, it's kind of just be there, focus, and that's really it. To the buffing booth.
Dude, I'm sweating. Thanos, we got the
we got the Skittle bracelets. Yeah, we got here and the first thing we did was come to the buffing booth.
All free samples.
Like, how do you like the muffin?
God bless you.
I hit record in the middle of that, so they only. Now we have audio.
I'm about to crack a bomb.
I have another too.
Like literally punch a homeless person in the face. Oh my god. Where are you in your video right now?
I went over predictions in the car by myself.
What are your predictions? Alright, we have for classic Terrence.
Well, yeah, Terrence. This is like before I saw him. So it was Terrence at first. Before Terrence took a 10 punches.
The guy that has no rights is talking right now.
Mr. Prep Boy. Hi. But yeah, no, I had Terrence and Terrence for that for classic. This is pre in the car. Nick for obviously open, and then Brandon for the comeback.
I'm excited to see what's his name? Rika? Jamour.
Oh. No. Do you want one?
Do you want one?
Brother.
It says Jamour on it.
Kool-Aid, brother.
You actually want it? Blueberry lemonade.
But yeah.
I think I said it in my video, so I'm gonna say for Frank. I don't know. I don't put him in classic. I don't know where he's weighing in at. He's tall. He's a great bodybuilder, but just Terrence's waist is very oh yeah, and I think Terrence looks better in Pittsburgh, in my opinion. He looks a little watered down. He could come in sharper for finals, but most events decisions are made by prejudging, so I don't know. It could be super close because again, like if this is not a classical crowd or a classical judge panel, Sam stands a solid chance. He's still a fantastic bodybuilder, but his waist and his proportions are just too blocky for me, in my opinion, because classic is not really like a huge massive bodybuilder. But that's just my 2 cents.
Yeah, I was basically saying the same thing. The only difference, I think, which I was using as a variable, is that they have longer grace period of a show to like bring it back, because at Pittsburgh it was kind of back to back. They had like more time to like fix up. So I don't know if that's, like I was saying earlier, the strategy that Terrence and his coach are going for, but if so, then I can see how to play out. I genuinely don't know how we got to a trail, but we're on a trail.
I have 2 burgers.
Bro got 2 burgers. Jamour's dying. I have meal prep. Dulcie probably wants a fucking buffin.
She got a protein bar.
She got a protein bar. And then me and this fuckface, we just have cameras in the wild for no reason. What's up? This is day after New York Pro. We were tired. We had a great day. New York Pro was amazing. I'm gonna stitch this to obviously the YouTube video. We didn't really do like too much like in terms of like recording everything. We're kind of just in the moment messing around, but New York Pro was fun. Pittsburgh to New York Pro, I couldn't pick between in terms of which is better, which is not, but both of them were fun. Again, my predictions were as to be expected. Terrence still got first. I'm not sure because I know Yanni thinks that he looked better at Pittsburgh, but I'm gonna be 100% honest. I think it's just like different between lighting, because I know like camera stuff is a lot different than like in person, but we were in two different spots, two different kinds of lighting and everything. So I know using like camera logic in terms of what looks like what is whatever, but at least in Gilco, his like art in terms of like the videos and the photos, which I'll use on both standards, both video and photo, I feel like Terrence look at New York looked better than Pittsburgh. For where we were seated from Pittsburgh to New York, I feel like the lighting looked better, or not lighting, but Terrence in the lighting looked better where we were at in Pittsburgh than New York. But regardless, I mean, I'm just gonna go with the safe bet and say that he looked better at New York for, well, regardless, like his sake of getting ready for the Olympia, his sake of trying to improve and do better. But besides that, I mean, I take it besides like photo and video, both he looked better at New York. Also, wow, I just blanked out. Also, from what he was saying, he liked his package from New York a lot better than Pittsburgh. So all in all, I think he probably did look better. It was just probably the difference of where we were at to different scenery and all that stuff, because two different kinds of layouts, two different kinds of lighting. I feel like Pittsburgh was overall like lit front to back, while New York was just like just on the stage, so it might have been a little harsh. And I'm not even gonna lie, from taking a few shots, what is it called, on my camera of New York of Brandon, which I either posted or he's gonna post or whatever, I don't know. But the settings I had to put on my camera were, I had to compensate for a lot harsher lighting than Pittsburgh, because it was just on, like from where we were seated, because it was just on the stage and it was a lot brighter than at Pittsburgh. But all in all, I think probably he did. But regardless, it was still fun. He still brought a show. Josema, or Jose, whatever, he did really good. It's just same thing as Yanni's been saying, Dulce and everything, but he's more like of a bodybuilding structure than classic. But his conditioning was phenomenal. I feel like same thing. That's also why I'm relating, because everybody that I had for winning, Nick Walker, Terrence, and Brandon Hendrickson, they all had the same issue, quote unquote, in terms of like everybody looked worse at New York. That's what I'm saying. So I think it's not, because everybody was saying the same thing in terms of like on video, on the live stream, or anybody who was of closer, meaning the judges, the head judge that were closer to the actual stage, which is everyone looked better, meaning Brandon looked better than last week, Terrence looked better than last week, and Nick Walker even looked better than last week, and he looked great last week. So I'm gonna say safe bet, and it's just like where we were seated and everything like that. But all in all, that was a super fun show, and it was, I had good memories at both. I can't pick between like which one was better or which one wasn't. They were both amazing. It was good to see, like, be there for all three divisions, meaning all of them were like hyped up, and they had all kinds of like really good competitors for each class. I feel like classic was still pretty competitive, other than like Terrence and Jose, and then open, even though obviously Derek wasn't there, but it was still super competitive. But Nick had it like absolutely in the bag. Nick Walker and Kyle, they brought a really good package that day, besides last week. So I'm excited. That means Nick is actually qualified for the Olympia, so we don't have to worry about that if you're a Nick Walker fan. And with how everything's been going between both of them for coaching, but just in general, I feel like that's like, besides this is the best Nick to date, as everyone's saying, but also I believe, I feel like he's gonna get even better. So with all the hate in the news that went around, that Slash kind of still going around, I don't believe it. I feel like he's, you know, doesn't matter what's going on in his personal life, he's doing good. Brandon, I knew he had it in the bag. I don't know what happened particularly last week. I know there was the whole shorter shorts thing and whatever, blah, 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 blah. But as a men's physique, even though that's not like my class per se, he's Mr. O still. He's Mr. O in my head. Ryan's a really, really good competitor. So for me, it's always been, whenever it's been Ryan Terry and Brandon, I can't pick between. I love both. Besides, I was able to, well, I met Brandon at New York, but I've been knew Ryan Terry for a couple of different things. But both are amazing people. Both are amazing athletes and competitors. So when Brandon was running by himself, I loved Brandon's physique. I know Terry was on the upcoming. I loved his physique. When they became really, really close neck and neck, like towards like the recent career, and Ryan was like top. Like he's always been a top competitor, but like as of recent date, like I got to look more into Ryan Terry's stuff and like his physique. And then obviously he became an Olympian, like Mr. Olympia, and a 2-time Mr. Olympia after that. So he's always been in the spotlight after such in my head. But I can't pick between both of them when it comes to men's physique. Classic physique, obviously Jose's cool. He's a newer competitor. He's young. He's new to classic physique, but I love his physique. It's great. I hope he doesn't know the show, because I don't know if he's qualified now that he hasn't won either or. So I don't know if he could do the Olympia. Maybe he'll take some time to pose and learn how to pose better or whatever. I don't know, but I hope he stays in classic. I hope he just fixes the posing, but I don't know. So I don't know in terms of Jose for the Olympia what's gonna go on, what's not gonna go on. But Terrence is qualified even if he won or lost, but he won both. So I'm excited, and obviously Nick's qualified, so that's amazing. And even the female divisions, everyone, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like for the female divisions, everyone came in super sharp. Obviously, in terms of Jamour, X, Y, and Z, he's the next one that we have for show, other than Dulcie, who I think she said she's 10 weeks out now. I believe she's 10 weeks out. We'll ask her because I'm about to go to Yanni's in a bit. But I think she's 10 weeks out. So it's going to be Jamour show, and then it's going to be her show. But other than that, because of just plans and everything like that, and I hope I believe we're going to stick to it, especially just with how everything's been going. But next stop should be Olympia, which is October. So I mean, obviously it's a while. There's going to be other comps, and we're probably going to go to them for obviously Jamour, Dulcie. If for some reason Yanni steps on stage earlier than October than that. But yeah, exciting things. Obviously, your boy really focused with doing everything bodybuilding. Really focused with doing everything bodybuilding. Getting everything in routine perfect, from recovery to sleep to boom. Obviously, I know sleep wasn't the best in terms of like New York weekend and that, but we're already recovering. Like I got 10.5 hours of sleep today, so I can't really per se complain about any of that, but we're still doing it. Obviously we're going to Yanni's, we're going to do steps and everything like that. Of course. Hello.
Where are you, bitch?
I'm on the way, and you just interrupted for the 5th time in the
Fuck you two, and fuck you.
and Terrence. No, sorry, we'll get to Terrence in a minute, but let's just focus on Jamour. I'm happy because Jamour got to meet his boy, because even though obviously I like men's physique and I admire like their work ethic, even though it's a different class, it's not my class per se, but Jamour, for competing in men's physique, his boy is Brandon, and he finally got to meet Brandon, and he got to talk to him, and I'm very happy for him. And I like how me and him kind of got to do similar things for each other, because I was like, yo, come for this opportunity, besides like obviously to get fired up for your show, because he's literally weeks out, to meet the dude who inspires him to do what he does, and like obviously get second input, think about it, everything like that. But he got to meet him, they got to talk, and they got to talk about him competing, and I feel like they got to connect, because I was there for it. It was kind of cool to see. And I just like how the person who's that for me, which is Terrence Ruffin, we got to do the same thing back and forth. So in terms of, I got to introduce Jamour to Terrence, because he's a fan of Terrence too. Because I met Terrence last week at Pittsburgh. He did the same thing for me because he got to talk to Brandon like a couple minutes before obviously I came about, so he got to do the same thing and introduce me to Brandon. Brandon was cool, like I said, in terms of men's physique. Ryan and Brandon have always been those two people that I want to meet, talk to, and I like get inspired by. But today was, I mean, besides that, after introducing Jamour to Terrence, it was cool because I got to, you know, talk to him again. We guys have a funny moment, which I might stitch the picture where you guys might have seen it posted, but I kind of just wanted it for prep purposes, just to keep me like on the goal and everything like that. But we took a funny picture of my vacuum and he like went all out with it, which was pretty funny. But obviously same thing, he gave this show his everything, so he was tired. You could see he was tired and everything like that, but he had a great package. It was good to talk to him again. I got to talk to both him and his videographer, Chloe. They are a fire team, amazing team, and they do their stuff really, really good. So I got to catch up with both of them. And hopefully, because I talked to Chloe personally, but I took like a photo of her like doing her job, and otherwise than that, take more stuff of Terrence. Not really much so today, like in terms of like show. It's mostly for Pittsburgh, but I want Terrence to be able to have that. But otherwise than that, just be able to have more stuff of his journey, because I know like right now specifically too is a big step. And I don't know if you guys follow Terrence's story, but if you saw his story, he's gonna adapt the way he approaches like talking about the Olympia, not talking about the Olympia, but getting in that champion competitive mindset. So I understand completely what he's stepping into and how people can misinterpret it and everything like that, to think he's arrogant and X, Y, and Z, but he's really just kind of trying to get into a new mindset to do everything new. So obviously there might be a new Terrence Ruffin, Rough Diesel to witness publicly or social media wise, but he is the same person down the heart. He just knows he needs to step into a new mode, and it's not even really just to like for publicity or anything like that. He said specifically, but I already knew before he said specifically, it's really for yourself, so you can stay where you need to be, stay on your goals, and stay prioritizing what you need to prioritize. So in terms of that, it's gonna be fun. Obviously the Olympics is gonna be fun. We have everybody in terms of all the classes for like a super competitive show, but especially a classic, which obviously that's what I'm excited for. So excited to see Terrence, and it was cool to connect with them again, talk to Chloe, talk to Terrence. And I feel like at this point, like not like, oh whatever, we have like a connection or anything like that, but like I feel like he understands how I view him specifically in terms of like same height as competitors, so same thing in terms of obviously what I value in terms of bodybuilding with conditioning, shape, size, all that stuff. And it was really cool to actually be able to meet him in person after like watching his stuff for like a couple years and everything like that. And yeah, really just that. Another day and another bum energy. I can't not get this on film before we go to the gym. Apparently, I'm an idiot. I've been waiting out here for like, I ain't gonna lie, like 5 minutes, because I was waiting for Jamour. I thought he was gonna already, that's a big ass truck. I thought he was already gonna be here, because he was supposed to be here like a bit for me earlier. But I was waiting for him. Apparently he's inside, but I didn't see his car in the parking lot. So technically, I guess I'm late, but whatever. Yeah, and I'm blasting Cult. I'm blasting Trend. I'm joking. I'm blasting Cult of Personality in the freaking parking lot by myself like an idiot. And yeah. Anyways, PSA. I need more caffeine so I can wake up, and I need a Bum Energy sponsorship. But we're gonna go catch up with Jamour. Bro's already working the fuck out. I'm here with Jamour. He's already working out. I was gonna give him a tour and then like warm up and everything, but he already like started and everything.
It's the gym rat mentality. You come into a gym, you just know where everything is.
And he's like, all right, I'm gonna just start. Okay. I was running for it. Nice. Yeah, I think, yeah, you're already good for it. All right. Well, You can hear him, you can hear me. He's already posing. We're gonna pose at the end, but yeah, apparently he already took pre-workout and everything like that. Yeah, and you can see he's already ready to go. But do you want a tour? I mean, besides like equipment, like the other stuff?
Oh no, I looked at everything when I came in.
Okay, I guess fuck the tour I was gonna do on the video, but all right. Scratch that part. Oh, here. You have a water bottle?
No. What is that?
You don't have one?
No, I didn't bring one. What is that?
You want to use mine?
What is this? Is that pump?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, bros in prep, so we need to make him look good. Yeah, that's the good shit. Yeah. I'll let you take it first. It's not gonna water down, so you can just pop it. He already made his way around apparently, so he's good. He's already literally his pre-workout and everything in the system. So I'm going to do my essential and pump for chest day and shoulders. I definitely need more water in my system. I've been hydrated, but because I've been doing all the sauna stuff, I definitely need a little more. So,
Cause
I just realized I gotta fix that then.
7,
So
14.
he's 5 weeks out. I said you were 4 weeks out.
7, 14, 28. Then 28, then you add 7 days to that. That puts me at 35, so 5 weeks, 4 days.
Good. Good.
Jesus. Oh wow, you're such a good friend.
I know how it goes.
Best gym partner on the planet. Look at you.
Stay in that stretch. There you go. You're just good at fucking stimulus. Come on. Good. Good. Come on. There you go. All right. Grind through it. I got you. Go. Good. 1 second stretch. Go. 1 second contraction. Control that. You're good. There you go.
All right, Kelsos.
You do those. Good.
Good. Come on. Ready? Here we go. Let's go, Frankie. Come on.
Are you hitting these? Look who showed up. One in.
He came in with the socks already out. Came in with the socks already out.
You guys started?
Chest and back.
We're on, I'm second movement. Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Up. Based off that. Yeah. So your balls start itching.
Did you say a black person?
I said you'll be fine till your balls start itching.
I'm pinning.
Are you actually? Oh, that's the type of answers I need. That's crazy.
My face is
Let's get it. Good. Focus, come on. Up. Riding with you, let's go. Press. Come on. Press. Oh.
Go.
Go.
Nice. Good. Breathe. There you go. There you go. There you go. Good. Come on. Grind through it. Good.
My second. He did his third. I'm on my second.
Check, I'm done.
I'm doing back
I
too.
just finished.
I'm doing back too.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna get. Are you getting a sauna?
Hey, I'm a sauna.
You're sauna with me.
Getting my rights taken away.
How long you want to sauna?
What is going on?
I don't know.
Sauna because we're gonna pose after for a while to practice.
How long are we sauna?
It's
I
so,
also want to do it after sauna so he could be like dead.
Give you extra productive.
I ain't never did.
Yeah, you figured out because you're tall as fuck. But oh, now we're all here. Well, I already told this motherfucker earlier. Dom is reversing. I'm reversing.
Thick.
So we reverse dieting because now we have one last push before prep. So you know we're a little close to prep finally.
Last push before the trend completes.
And before I'm on steroids. No, I'm joking. But
But say, if y'all motherfuckers hop on, bro, I'm not letting y'all
he's
surpass.
like, I'm quitting. No, joking.
I'm 177 right now.
Yeah. So
You know what's crazy? You almost weigh the same amount as me, so.
okay. No, but last time, me and Dom, when we first started, obviously he like reverse dieted me to get me low, get rid of all that water before we went for our first push together, which has been the last year. But I would say I was like low 130s, like 133, 135, and I know what I look like. I look good, but obviously we wanted to add more size to the frame, get everything more rounded out and everything like that. So 133 was a good look. Yanni, he stepped on stage at 138. This motherfucker stepped on stage at 138 and he looked good. So right now, currently, the low we just hit, which was yesterday. Today I was a little higher, but yesterday I hit 145.6. Yeah, 145.6. So that was newest low since we started cutting back down and everything like that. And it's been, I feel like it's a good look. I feel like obviously we weren't trying to go like crazy low, so I'm not as low as I was last time, but I'm very low. So now we're gonna take some time. I don't know, it'll still be a couple weeks. I still might lose some weight because Dom said specifically today on check-ins that the reverse dieting is going to be slow. So we're still doing carb loads. We did 3 low days, 1 high day. Now we're doing 2 low days, 1 high day, and calories haven't moved yet. So obviously it's gonna be a little bit, just kind of getting me used to having more calories on a more frequent basis, and then see how the body responds to it. And then from there, we're gonna start pushing. I don't know how many pounds he wants to do. I know I said a couple videos ago it'd probably be like 3 to 5, but we're gonna see. Obviously, I don't know how long he's doing it, but I feel like I have no excuse in the world other than to do this as perfect as possible and get as much size in this last push before we actually go into fucking prep, which is gonna be so fun. But yeah, say 5 pounds-esque, because we got a lot of pounds on the last one. I'm very happy with how much we grew on the last one. Lats came up amazing, chest came up amazing. I had good hamstrings, but hamstrings even improved more. Obviously, everything improved, but I'm talking about specifically like weaknesses, and I'm not gonna lie, it's been phenomenal. I've seen so many good results by myself, but actually now with my coach, it's just been flying. So we're talking about weaknesses. That's going into the real version of this. This next push, at least me personally, more arms a little bit. Shoulders are good, but I definitely want a little more. Lower back came up, lats came up. Quads are great. Definitely want better conditioning in my quads. I feel like it gets leanest last. Like I have really big quads, but it gets lean last. But obviously we're just gonna go everything. We're gonna bring a crazy package. But new starting point, 145.6. We'll see what we get to next time. Obviously, we're not worried because all 3 of us will know if it's lower, but it looks better, or fuller and all that stuff, that's all that fucking matters.
You know, the only thing that matters is that Brandon Henderson approves of my physique.
He said the only thing that matters is that Brandon Hendrickson approves of his physique. Anyways, back to the set. We'll talk more later.
Thinking back on my one-room shack. Now my mom pimps an act with minks on her back. And she loves to show me all my toys and smiles every time my face is up in the stores. We used to fuss when the landlord dissed us. No heat, wonder why Christmas missed us. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty. Damn right, I like the life I live. Cause I went from negative to positive and it's all. And if you don't know, now you know, you know, you know.
You want more?
Yeah, I want more. That felt good.
But yeah, no, in terms of announcements, that's basically it for now. It's just basically we have the last push before prep, and then Jamour's hitting his thing, but until I meet up with him again, we're just basically getting him ready for comp and everything. But obviously we just round out everything last we can. And yeah, just getting huge because your boy wants a good size on stage. So I'm hoping I can step on stage, not in a bad way. I'm hoping to step on stage a little bigger than Yanni did. Not in the sense of like whatever, saying oh he didn't have enough size on stage or anything like that. I just feel like at least for my physique, for where I'm at, and the time I put in off-season wise from when he started to where I'm starting, I feel like I could get a couple more pounds and step on a little heavier than he did. But obviously I want to be super conditioned, so I'm not really worried about the numbers. It's just mostly the look. I want the look to be full, but I want to be really conditioned. That's really it. So it's gonna be fun. Obviously we have to pick out a show and everything like that, but that'll come once we finish this next push. But
as I was going to say earlier, I didn't really get to finish, but I have no excuse now. You know, obviously, you know, business is going to be businessing, and there's going to be times where I'm going to have to focus it a lot, but on the bodybuilding aspect, I really want to do this as best as possible. So this next push, I want to really dial it in. Obviously, I want to do recovery better because I have more time to invest into recovery. I did it great before. Like, I don't want people to take that as a, oh, you know, if you can't do it or you can't do it the way I did it, like, you're not going to make it or anything like that. But, you know, I just want to do as best I can. So I feel like averagely for whatever, being a bodybuilder, X, Y, and Z, or whatever you want to call as the standard, I feel like I did phenomenally last push, but obviously I'm not settling with that. We put a bar, we raise the standard. So I had a bar for last push. I did very good in terms of my opinion, and at least from what Dom says, but I want to do better. I want to push it harder, and I want even more results. So I want this bulk to be, lovingly, I want this bulk to be shorter, but of better quality. It wasn't long last time. It was still a decently timed bulk, but I feel like it was super good quality. So now he knows me better, so we'll play with what we know, what's the knowledge, and just kind of do better from there. So more to come.
Alright, I'm out this bitch.
Go again.
Alright, bet.
You gotta fix the footwork. Yeah.
We need the weight ratio.
Nice. They both got that. Oh. Perfect. Nice. Now just slow. The only thing is you just shift it.
Boom. And then I want to come back here. So
Squeezing into one leg, push, crossing into the opposite.
15? So 10 to 20. Cool.
Exactly that.
All right, let's work, baby. Come on. Good. Come on. Come on. One more by yourself. Let's go. Come on. Fight. All right, let's do this. Come to me. Come to me. Come to me. Come on, keep it wide. Come to me. Come to me. Come to me. Fight. Come on. Fight for it. Tried to kiss me. Alright.
If I ever catch this man with Chick-fil-A, I might cut his legs off.
I'm fucked. Nice. There you go. Center balance. Good. Swoop. Nice. Good. Nice. Center balance. Center balance. Good.
It was that one. Fuck that shit. I gotta make sure
You focus too much on the squeeze?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got that.